Listen, we don't have time for your antics today, Lily. We are cooking. Hi, housewives, and welcome back to Wannabe Housewives. The knives are back in town, and it's time to live your best housewife life. So as we're going through these COVID times, there is no better time than to find your inner housewife. This has raw meat on it, very dangerous. Do not play with knives, Lily. As we're in January, it's that time of year when everyone's feeling a little bleak. Maybe taking on a new fitness regime. Not me. But it's always the right day to start. So nowadays, it is very tricky to get yourself a shopping order. So we have to use up what's left in the fridge. As a housewife, we like to look after the environment and not be greedy pigs. That's a good one. Today we will be using loads of vegetables, loads of love, and that little bit of housewife sass. I've just realised I really look like Vicky Pollard. So today we're going to be cooking a super healthy minestrone soup. Excuse the pig, she's a friend. You're gonna need bacon, beans, carrots, any veg you have left in the fridge that's not gone mouldy, a vegetable stock cube, a couple of bay leaves, and some Savoy cabbage, just because it makes your dish sound like you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, and some kale, because I'm healthy like that. As you can see here, I've got myself my largest pan, because I don't like any mess, because that means more jobs for me. Now drizzle in some olive oil. Get that sizzling, housewives! So as we're waiting for my oil to heat up and sizzle in my enormous pan, we're gonna just suss out what veg we've got. Half an onion. Not enough. It's all gonna get lobbed in this pan and people are gonna think I've made a way more of an effort than I have. Shove your bacon into the pan. I hate raw meat. I feel like it's all stuck together. God. How does Jamie Oliver make this look so appetizing? Oh, I've got the wrong one on. Silly cow. Oh, listen to that sizzle. This is what we want to hear. We want to get a nice balance between burnt and golden. Closer to the golden than the burnt. Always wash your hands after handling raw meat. Oh my God, I think I'm getting closer to the burn stage. The recipe tends to say to use 1 garlic, but I will be using 3 to keep my husband at bay. Delightful. The bacon can be a little aggressive. I suggest maybe a long sleeve. Everything's a lesson as a housewife. Aggressive bacon can teach you to learn how to cope with the aggressive mums at the school gates. I heard they're aggressive. In goes the garlic. This recipe can also be vegetarian. You can just skip the bacon part. This just truly depends on my hormones and if you're going through the menopause. It's a tricky time. Now in with the carrots, the onion, and the hard bit in the middle of the cabbage and the kale. Don't ask me why, Google it. Oh God, careful with these slippery little suckers. Onion, another thing to add to your diet if you're really not in the mood for some hanky-panky. Oh God, I thought I was supposed to put bay leaves in by now. Let's lob in a couple of these bay leaves. Probably shouldn't hang my hair over the food. Let all your veg soften up for a little bit. We're gonna chop up some Savoy cabbage. Layer it up and roll it like one of your old habits, a cigar. Now we're gonna add in the wet ingredients. As I'm getting a little bored now waiting for that to cook, I'm just gonna lob in the chopped tomatoes. Fill this tin up with boiling water. The tin's hot, the tin's hot. Quick. Maybe cold water and not from the kettle, yeah? Great. And some of my days where I have more time, I make my own vegetable broth. That's time to make vegetable broth. Butter beans, cannellini. Come on, darling. Juicy. Get in anything else you have left. Does that look good? Colourful. Add in about a pint of water and then we're gonna put the lid on and let it simmer. Cook all that goodness together, honeys. Now that my minestrone has been blipping away for a good 5 minutes, I'm going to go on to the best part. Sometimes a lot of us housewives are really taken for granted. And the anger just simply builds up, you know? So I have the answer. Pasta and a tea towel. Tip some pasta, any odds and ends into your tea towel and do this. Just makes me feel so much better. Any anger you might have, Sarah from school, Sally from the nail bar, your husband, or simply the stress of your unruly children, take it out in the kitchen. Now all my bashed up pasta is gonna go into my minestrone. Wow! Now we're just gonna let this blip away for the amount of time that the pasta needs to cook. And dinner is served, guys, and there is way too much in this pot for me and George to eat. Okay, housewives, I hope you've enjoyed this little vid, and we will be back next Friday with some really juicy gossip. Love you, see you next Friday. If you haven't seen our video from last week, it is our wedding video, so make sure to check that out. Lily, you look so good. Lily, oh, so sweet. Yeah, anyways, guys, I will be back next Friday. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, because I'm loving chilling out, hanging out with you all. So, see you next Friday! Kisses for you, your family, and anyone you want to give some love to. I'm losing it in lockdown.